I'm Susan DuPlessis. I'm Program Director for the Art of Community Rural SC Initiative. We've just ended a 2-day retreat for our Mavens who are part of the Art of Community Rural SC and leading change in their communities across South Carolina. So this occasion was the expansion, marking the expansion from 6 original Mavens to 15 total Mavens, representing 15 counties and cultures across South Carolina in rural communities. We came together here to get to know one another better, to bond, to learn more about each other's communities, to hear about our assets, and to discuss our challenges. But most of all, to consider how we can use arts and culture as key ingredients to combat some of the issues that we face in our communities across South Carolina.
That friendship and that bond is really why I'm here today, because I wanted to come back and see my people.
This is exactly what I've been about for 40 years, really. That this has just been such a vehicle for us. The Arts Commission, I mean, we would not have made it with the YAMS and everything else I'm involved in without y'all.
My name is Laura Marcus Green. I'm Program Specialist for Community Arts and Folk Life. So we're talking about the idea that these art forms are community-based. They're a living part of the community. The aesthetics and the meaning of these art forms are defined by the community.
The Mavens are the main and key ingredient in what makes this program successful. They are the connectors. They are the bridges between the Arts Commission and the local communities. They are the bridges then within their local communities, building teams, connecting to the ideas and the issues and the assets, and pulling it all together.
I am Marquerite Palmer, and I work and live in Newberry County. My first thought was, what the heck's a Maven? And so I looked up Maven to see what the word meant. And so when I looked at it, it said a person who is an expert in their field, which I don't like that being, but then it said, due to experience, our time exposed to something, because I am Marguerite, the person that's here at the Arts Center, is not through an education in schools. It was through a whole lot of trial and error and working with communities and being an artist and getting out there and talking to people. I'm just excited to find out and see some of the things that other communities have done that we can use here that's going to really benefit the community. Because again, it's not about the making of art and it's not about the displaying. Those things are great. It's about people's lives.
I want our talented kids who go to Harvard, who go to Yale, who go to USC, go to Duke, whatever university they go to, I want them to see value in their own community and being able to attract that new millennial, that new energy. If we want something to live, we have to be able to attract our talented kids to want to work in our own town, and that's going to take a lot of work.
It's a thought that's always stood out since we had a Mavens meeting December of last year, and Dixie Goswami was there, and Dixie said at the end in her summary, do not forget about the kids.
Well, we ignore our greatest asset when we ignore the young people in our community.
That comment, which has stuck with me since then, has now shaped how my work is starting to evolve.
I admire Tiger Woods and Serena and Venus Williams. And I figured that they're doing what they're doing because they got exposure. And we did something in a small community in Marion County, and I saw kids of color that don't know what cornhole is, were playing cornhole enthusiastically. So my word was opportunity, and this is the right time to provide these opportunities for folks in the community.
And I want you to think through the lens of your community as I'm talking, and what you think a healthy community that you live in should aspire to.
Sometimes when bad things happen, it causes good things to happen because it stirs a fire up in us, and that's what we're doing in Allendale. And that's why the word that I used today was forward, because we're moving forward. And there is beautiful changes happening in Allendale right now.
My name is Audrey, and I'm a Maven in Hampton County, South Carolina. being a part of our community, it helps us bond together, and then it helps us share our dreams toward other cities and other counties.
In the first year of our project, we actually visited each Maven site. Each Maven hosted us for a site visit, and we got to see their communities, including a field trip. So since Victoria Smalls is one of our new Mavens, that's part of why we're here. I mean, the Penn Center, I think, beyond that is extremely important, not only to South Carolina history, to world history, but among all of our Mavens, people were very moved, I think, to be here.
We have a 157-year history here, 157 years. Bob is standing right where Dr. King stood, one of the places where he was photographed standing. SCLC, the Southern Christian Leadership Conferences, had many numerous meetings in this building.
Not having anything to do with art. I have zero artistic qualities, so I would probably be the last person you'd expect to lead this charge. I think one of the greatest things is that I've been able to build relationships, to meet new people along the way. I think that's been fantastic. Just having opportunities to see the state, to see the places that you wouldn't necessarily see. You know, when traveling through the country, we always try to get the fastest and straightest route to where we're going, and so it's been nice to get off the beaten path, to get down the back roads, to see life for what it is outside the hustle and bustle.
Okay, and what my community is rural. We have a rich culture, it's family oriented, and we have potential also for growth, and we have a small population and limited industries. Our three assets is our great eateries, the healing springs, and the arts, which is growing in our area right now.
What is my community? We are rural, extremely small. It is an educated community, although people don't know that. It's diverse, and it has a lot of natural beauty. We are a place that people pass through, however.
I am Brooke Bauer. I don't represent a county, but I represent the Catawba Nation in York County, right outside of Rock Hill, South Carolina. I really enjoyed hearing other Mavens' stories. It kind of helped start my thought process about, you know, how we can present it to our community and get feedback from them, but also that even though we're right here at the beginning and we don't know what we're doing yet, that we will, that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
We have really been working hard because we have so much work already done, but we have so much more to do. Thank you so much. We are so excited.
It's not the project, it's the relationships that the project's agenda. It's the humanization of one to the other. It's like, hey, wait a minute. You're black, I'm white. You're big, I'm small. You're short, I'm tall. But we both love our town.
Mi nombre es Lidia Cotto y soy el Maven del condado de Berkeley, South Carolina. It's a platform. It's a platform that we all have, not only me, but in this case, I have it now, where we can really spread the word with everybody, just to mention that we are Maven, that we are working close to the South Carolina Commission of the Arts. And the background of those 3 years that is being already done is going to help me to call the attention to people. We are serious about it. We had the opportunity, and Cecil is tremendous. It's a big platform that I hope everybody realize how big it is. I do. This is a major education point for me. This is a major stepping point where I learning something that, even though I've been working so many years in other areas and other counties, I feel elevated. I feel motivated. I feel that I have a platform. I feel that it gave me the tools to move on forward. So definitely it's huge.